she was told that women who looked like her didn't belong in the spotlight. Today, she has over 1 million followers on Instagram, and brands are lining up to work with her. Hello everyone, welcome back to TikTok. Today, we're diving into the story of Victoria Carmen, the woman the internet knows as the Cake Queen, a curvy lifestyle creator from the American Midwest who turned unapologetic self-confidence into a genuine digital empire. Her journey is one of resilience, reinvention, and the kind of courage that comes from deciding once and for all that you are enough, exactly as you are. And what happened next would change not just her life, but her entire financial future. Victoria Carmen grew up in the heartland of America, the Midwest, a region known for its tight-knit communities, working-class values, and a culture that doesn't always celebrate standing out. Raised in a family that valued hard work and authenticity, Victoria learned early on what it meant to carry yourself with dignity, even when the world wasn't always kind. Like many young women, she grew up surrounded by images of beauty that looked nothing like her, and yet, somewhere deep inside, she held on to a sense of self that would eventually become her greatest asset. The Midwest shaped her, grounded, real, and unfiltered. But the road to owning that identity publicly would not be an easy one. Growing curvy in a world obsessed with one narrow standard of beauty is never simple. Victoria experienced firsthand what it felt like to be made to feel like too much, too big, too loud, too visible. Comments from peers, comparisons to models and magazines, the quiet sting of not seeing yourself represented in mainstream media. These were not just moments, they were years of navigating a world that seemed designed for a body type she simply didn't have. But rather than shrink herself to fit in, Victoria began the slow, powerful process of learning to stand tall. It wasn't overnight, it wasn't easy, and the hardest part of the battle was still ahead of her. Like many aspiring creators and models, Victoria didn't just walk into success. There were doors that didn't open, opportunities that didn't come through, and a content landscape that wasn't yet ready to fully celebrate her kind of beauty. The early days were frustrating, a constant uphill climb against invisible walls. She put herself out there only to be met with silence, or worse, with feedback that suggested she should change who she was to fit someone else's vision. Financial pressure was real. The path forward was unclear. Most people would have quit, but Victoria Carmen is not most people, and the turning point, when it finally came, would redefine everything. Every great story has a moment of decision, a point where the character either folds or rises. For Victoria, that moment came when she made a quiet but powerful choice to stop performing for other people's approval and start showing up authentically for herself. She stopped waiting for permission to be seen. She stopped editing herself down to make others comfortable. The Cake Queen persona wasn't a character she invented. It was the version of herself she had been suppressing. And once she let that woman out, the world noticed. That inner shift, that radical act of self-acceptance, would become the foundation of everything she built. And that decision would eventually change not just her life, but her bank account. Armed with a smartphone, a personality that could light up a room, and a commitment to showing up as her full self, Victoria Carmen stepped onto Instagram and TikTok and simply began. Her early posts were unpolished, unfiltered, and completely real, and that authenticity was magnetic. Viewers who had spent years consuming curated, heavily edited content suddenly found themselves watching someone who felt genuinely human. Comments flooded in from women who said, "This is me, and I've never seen myself like this before." Those early reactions told Victoria everything she needed to know. She wasn't alone in this feeling, and neither were the millions of women watching her. But getting brands to notice her was a whole different battle. Growth, when it comes for the right creator at the right time, can feel almost surreal. Victoria's follower count began climbing, slowly at first, then all at once. A video would catch fire, a post would go viral. Comments, shares, reposts, her community was building itself, one authentic moment at a time. The algorithm that had once seemed like an obstacle became her amplifier. By the time she crossed the 500,000 follower mark on Instagram, it was clear this wasn't a passing moment. It was a movement. Women across the United States and eventually around the world were rallying around her message that beauty is not a size and confidence is not a reward you earn after losing weight. It's a choice you make right now. And the number she would eventually reveal about her income would surprise even her most dedicated supporters. Reaching 1 million followers is a milestone. Turning that milestone into a sustainable income is a skill, and Victoria Carmen has proven she has both. Her first brand partnerships began arriving as her audience grew, with lifestyle and fashion brands recognizing that her highly engaged community was exactly the kind of audience money can't buy. Loyal, passionate, and deeply trusting of her recommendations. Sponsored content, long-term ambassador deals, and collaborative campaigns became part of her professional portfolio. Industry estimates suggest that influencers at her level, with over 1 million followers and strong engagement rates, can command anywhere from several thousand to tens of thousands of dollars per campaign. Victoria built this income stream steadily, one authentic post at a time. Today, the Cake Queen is more than a social media handle. It's a personal brand with real commercial weight. Victoria Carmen has positioned herself as a go-to voice in the body-positive lifestyle and curvy fashion space, a niche that has exploded in value as mainstream brands race to diversify their campaigns and connect with underrepresented audiences. Her influence extends beyond follower counts. She shapes purchasing decisions, sparks conversations about representation, and gives a platform to the idea that full-figured women deserve to be celebrated in fashion, in media, and in life. As brands continue to shift their marketing strategies towards authenticity and inclusivity, creators like Victoria are not on the sidelines of the industry, they are the industry. Victoria Carmen's story is ultimately a story about what happens when a woman decides she's done apologizing for who she is. It's about the quiet power of showing up, on camera, on the internet, and in life, as your complete, unedited self. She didn't need an agency to validate her. She didn't need a magazine cover to confirm her worth. She built her own platform, found her own audience, and created her own income on her own terms. And if her story resonated with you today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to TikTok for more empowering stories of confidence, beauty, and transformation. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.